What's happening, people, and welcome back to the channel, Day in Your Life.
Failed asylum seekers. They're now looking at whether families, largely Albanian.
LBC are always chatting some kind of shit in the morning. Anyway, let's get on. What's happening, people? Another more. Tried to show you my watch again, but I think you've seen it enough times. Brand new watch from Hard Hat. Yeah, just trying to do a little day in the lifey. I always like to use a lot of things what I see as motivation. When I saw this, I thought motivation at its finest, people. Understand you don't have to pay tickets if you got these types of cars because they're immune to these types of stuff. It's rich boy stuff, rich people stuff. But it doesn't mean that you can't be rich. We're all rich in our own way, whether it's materialistical things, whether it's family, whether it's the energy, what you give out to other people. Today I'll be giving my energy to this manifold. Yes, my voice did change, but now I'm back looking at these cars. I definitely understand that if I keep working, I can get everything I want in life, innit? It's just a matter of time, people. Remember, if you focus on things what you want in life, yeah, you'll always achieve it. You'll always reach your goals. But today, one of my goals is to get down to Wilsley, yeah? It's not to be in that Bugatti, it's to be in Wilsley's because I need to make money at the end of the day. This is Day in Your Life with Mr. London Plumber. So I started off my morning a little bit cold, had the hat on today. I did have my microphone up there, but I took it off. I felt a bit corny in it. So if you've watched my channel before, you would have seen us do some jobs here before. We've got some actuators to change, which are on the underfloor heating. So it's on that manifold which I showed you earlier. We actually had a leak here this time last year, I think it was. So we had some burst pipes. So we've lagged all of the pipes which are in the boiler house, which is outside the property. So it's a nice little setup actually. If I had a 4-story townhouse in central London, I would do the same. Obviously. Yeah. So the job what we've got to do is to change these actuators, yeah. And there is a live and a neutral on these. They are 240 volts, so you have to be careful, understanding what you're doing first. The first things first is we need to check the boiler room, see what it's like. We always do our plant room checks basically just to see if everything's okay, because we are the main contractors who do come into this plant room. So there isn't anybody else unless anybody else is doing contractual work, but we are the main contractors, so it shouldn't be anybody else, you know what I mean? With the angry voice. Yeah, so everything is compact in here. So we've got 2 cylinders, we've got a tank, we've got some pipe work running for the central heating, which is underfloor, which is on the left-hand side. We've got 2 boilers as well. We've got a program on the side and a few other gizmos inside there, a couple of pumps and all that good stuff. A couple of AAVs, what you can see. We've actually got some heaters inside there as well because this is outside. As well as lagging it, you need some heaters in there to make sure the pipes don't burst when it gets really cold, because this is kind of technically outside. So the room needs to stay at a reasonable temperature so it doesn't burst. Again, prevention is better than cure, people. Make sure you provide your customers with good knowledge and experience. If you don't know, ask someone. If you don't know someone else, you should ask me. Let's get to it. So we've got to get to this manifold, yeah? And the key thing is to obviously get the live and the neutral in the same terminals as the previous ones before, right? But some things are never just straightforward. When you think you should just come in and just do a quick swap, it will just never go like that as a plumber, you know. You'll run into something else, there'll be another problem. But fault finding and understanding how to repair stuff is where you will be the diamond in the dirt, people. Trust me, you'll be like a diamond in the star. You know that Rihanna song, innit? All of that type of vibe. So we got the cover off because that's the hardest thing to get off most of the time. Take your pictures before and after. I've always been taught to do that. That's me holding the light, but I'm actually making another time lapse there on the side while I've got my camera as well. Don't ask. Sometimes you can never have enough content from when you're doing something. So what happened is once we got the terminals correctly put in the right place, we was able to test the valve with using the room stat. Yeah, so the room stat is in the hallway. So after we obviously connect it all up, we're going to test it, right? So you'd think it would all be working a-okay, but it wasn't. It wasn't working a-okay. There was something up with it. And there's a way how to program these, but you got to have a particular model. So the model which we had isn't the right type of model. And what we did find out is that one of the contactors were gone. So that was the reason why we wasn't able to program it. So I thought I might just tell you because if you come across this, you'll have to work it out for yourself. But you need to know obviously what unit you've got, which is what we're working on there. Similar to like a motherboard, isn't it? It just tells which one to go up and which one to go down. But it's not a problem because we found out what the contactor was and all of the details. So we're just gonna get a new contactor because it is actually the better option. And this is the programmer. And now we're on to our next job, which was over in Camden. I haven't been Camden for a long time. And what we had to do was put a cleaner inside the system. So we had to drain it down a little bit as well. And that's me outside with the hose at the radiator. And what I did do is we took some temperatures as well, which were coming from the rads. So we're able to get a temperature before and after because we're going to come back and do a little power flush as well and put some all of that good stuff inside the system as well. Just wanted to show you what this camera was like because I see a lot of people using the heat sink cameras and stuff like that. We've got all that stuff, just don't show it all the time. So this is what the central heating is like when it's on. This is the type of temperature we were getting. So I always record the before temperatures and the problem areas because with the heat temperature gun, you're able to see the hot spots and where it's not so hot as well. So therefore, you can work stuff out. I don't know why that thing came up on the screen. I don't know what that was. All I was supposed to be doing was just pointing and getting the temperature. But you know, sometimes you press a few extra buttons just to see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. But it was all good. We managed to drain off from the bottom. I think that there was a problem. I can't remember what happened, why there was a problem or something. But anyway, there's always two ways to skim a cat, and you just want to take a little bit of water out of the system, and then you still have to go back around and bleed the radiators as well because you want to take out all the air before you actually turn on the boiler itself. So this is me topping it up, and if you just look down that little crack, that little alley there, that's the temperature gauge. That's a little bit better. Yeah. That's a little bit better, my son. So I ended up topping it up. It was an early day, getting out of there, got some Gale's cookies, and I was a happy person. So if you like this vlog, make sure you tune in again. Make sure you put your notifications on because this is a quick day in your life. Only got round to 2 jobs today, but it's getting harder and harder to get around to loads of jobs in central London. I've got to be honest. When it gets to a certain time of the evening, I just want to start heading home. And I say it on my face. Anyway, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next upload.